Possessions never meant anything to me. I'm not crazy. Well, it's not true. I've got a bad.
Anyways.
Okay. Back to why we're here. January 4th. That's today. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Top albums of 2012 time. We need to get a review on.
We do. That we do.
It's got to go down. It's just got to go down.
Has to.
All right. So you want to go first, or should I go first?
You go first.
All right. First up, we're going to start off with our honorable mentions first. A couple bands that didn't quite make the cut, but still, they're damn good. You should know. Everyone should know. So take a listen. All right. First one. Circa Survive released their newest album, Violent Waves, this year, and this is their first album that they've done independently. So, as far as that goes, they're taking a huge leap. But at the same time, take a listen to this album. It's pretty good.
Very good album.
Anthony Green did a great job with melodies. Just his voice is on point. All the songs are fantastic. Watch the video for Suitcase. It's really messed up, but you'll enjoy it.
Next you got?
All right, next I got the Bunny the Bears, The Stomach for It.
Very good album.
You want weird? You got weird.
Oh, you got very weird.
I actually really suggest this album. It didn't make my top 10 just because it was a damn good year for music.
Very good.
But go take a listen. Very, very good vocalists. Guitars are decent. Drums are on point. Very nice electronic elements to it. Yeah.
Good album.
Next up, Circle Takes the Square, Decompositions Volume 1. You know how long it's been since they released music?
How long?
8 years.
Damn.
Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years!
8.
I can't handle this.
Cannot.
And you know what? It's worth the wait. It was very good.
Very nice.
If it wasn't for the fact that it came out maybe 2 weeks ago, I probably would have put it on the top 10. It's just the fact I haven't digested it yet, so I can't put it there.
Gotcha.
Alright. My last two honorable mentions. Every Time I Die is X Lives.
Love it.
Hot and heavy.
Very hot.
Hot. Very, very, very hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. And then Baroness's Yellow and Green double album.
Very good.
So good. So good. It sludge at its finest. It's just, you can't imagine just how great this Southern metal. Beautiful.
Always.
Beautiful. All right.
Alrighty.
You want to get your honorable mentions out? All right.
Started off, The Used. Vulnerable, it was an alright album. My only issue with it was, it just seems similar to a lot of their other albums. Like, it just seems reusing of the stuff. Like, one sounded just like I Got Fire, one sounded just like Burn the Worm. In my opinion, stuff got reused, but still, nonetheless, very good album. Next, I have Deuce, who's formerly from Hollywood Undead, with his 9 Lives album. Not huge into rap, huge in hip-hop, but huge in hip-hop, but he does very well. He combines like Hollywood Undead like elements with America's, honestly, one of the heavier non-metal songs I've heard this year. Next would be The Offspring's Days Go By. I've listened mostly because of It's The Offspring. Brand new album.
Do you need clarification? Do you seriously?
Don't.
Do you need? It's just yeah.
Days Go By, Turning Into You is become one of my really good songs. I freaking love it. Dividing by Zero, I've played on the radio plenty of times. Very good. My second, which I know you weren't a huge fan of, Abandon All Ships, Infamous.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. Wasn't my thing.
Like I said, I'm not huge on hip hop and like rap stuff, but I do like it. And Abandon All Ships combined it in hardcore extremely well. And my number one, speaking of rap and hip hop, Funko's Pop Volume 5. The only reason this did not make my top 10 is because it has, at track 9, The Mains, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, featuring Adam Lazara. It's the worst cover I've heard in my life.
It's pretty shitty, not gonna lie.
It's I've played the beginning Girls Just Want to Have Fun for my friends, and then played this. They said, that's not the same song. There's no way it's the same song. It's god awful. Alright, those are honorable mentions. Now,
let's get into our top 10 albums of 2012.
Top 10.
Now, before you bitch.
Before
Before the bitching.
the bitching.
Pre-bitch. Pre-bitch.
Yes.
we have two different lists,
Yes.
and some albums may be similar. Like we may have a couple of the same albums on our lists.
We do. Yeah.
Don't. It was bound to happen.
Okay.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
Don't be hating. Hating's
I
bad.
I see you in the back. Don't hate.
Stop.
Quit it.
Hating's bad.
Quit it. Hating's bad. Hating's bad. All right. I mean, first. All right.
Let's do number.
All right. Front down from 10?
Yeah. 10. Start at 10.
All right. Number 10, I got the album Intrinsic by prog metal band The Contortionist. Now, if you haven't heard of these guys, they've been recently just making a huge spike in the metal scene. Just for how they... I don't really know how to describe it. It's just like another take on the so-called gent movement, but at the same time, it's completely different from, say, the likes of Periphery, Volume, Structures, all that stuff. It's its own entity. And at the same time, it's damn good songwriting.
Oh, God, yeah.
Damn good songwriting. Great guitar, amazing drums. The singer does some crazy stuff with vocal effects you might be interested in. Like, I said, look up songs like Causality, Sequential Vision, Dream Schematic. Just man.
Oh.
Man. Alright.
My number 10. Have to support local bands, and when a local band gets this famous, and I, personally, before this album, I wasn't a huge fan, but Motionless in White's Infamous. They started going nu metal. I very much love nu metal, and I like this album a lot. America is like the song, well, it's actually AMERICA, America, regardless. Good album. Puppets 2, very good. If It's Dead Will Kill It, they actually played this at Warped Tour. You saw it.
Damn good. Damn good.
I
will say this. See them live. If you don't feel the heaviness of this album in like when you're listening to it, go see them live. Believe me, you will enjoy it much more.
Oh, yeah.
If It's Dead Will Kill It was so much better live.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
The only complaint I do have with this album is verses were amazing. The choruses, they did auto-tune choruses. I don't have a problem with auto-tune choruses, but
They made it sound cheesy.
they made it sound cheesy, and they just did not go in. Like,
Yeah.
For example, Devil's Night, second single off of it. Verses are like straight out early Slipknot, then the choruses just go straight auto-tune. It just, if the song like fits with it, it fits, but it didn't fit very well with
Just
this, in my
improper
opinion.
songwriting.
Yeah. Your
All
number
right.
9.
My number 9, and also one of the biggest newcomers this year. If you don't know these guys, go check them out.
Do it.
Being as an Ocean with their release Dear God. Now, I ain't no religious person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't my thing.
Ain't his thing.
But this is I didn't listen to much melodic hardcore before this. I was mostly into more of the metalcore, the prog metal, honestly like that, and then it just stuck around more rock. I never really took that road. But with Being as an Ocean, it's melodic, but at the same time, in some places heavy. And the singer is the most emotional singer I have probably ever seen.
Singer's phenomenal.
The lyrics are heartfelt, true, and just ridiculously open and honest to what he believes and what has helped them over the years. And I have so much respect for that. And it just goes well with the music. Also, one of the only bands that has mostly just clean tones and not much distortion at all.
Yeah, that's very rare anymore.
If you ever get the chance, look up songs like Dear God, Salute Vita, This Room's Alive, stuff like that. Give them a chance. You'll definitely enjoy them.
Alright, my number 9, I gotta show the chicks some support. Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb!
This is the End of Control. I saw them Warped Tour this year. I was one of like 30 people there. I was front and center for it, singing along most of it. They put on a phenomenal live show. The songwriting was great. Actually, I believe it was Shake the Ground was actually featured in The Avengers.
Yes.
That, for a small, they've been Stark, their first EP was released 2011. This was released this year. Both great albums. This one, I'm a huge fan of the album. Act Apart, This Way. A lot of their songs are very good. Too Many Faces I know has been getting a lot of hype. I like the song as well. But all right, now we're at number.
I will say this: with Cherry Bomb, their songwriting is very mature for their age.
Oh yeah, I believe the oldest member is actually 16, maybe just turned 17. Yeah, but still, still being teenagers, they write very good material.
Definitely.
Number 8.
Number 8. We about to get heavy up in here.
Heavy.
My 8 is Cattle Decapitation's Monolith of Inhumanity.
That sounds heavy the way it is.
Dude. Cattle Decapitation made itself a really solid following, going through a whole bunch of like grindcore stuff, a lot of death metal. That's my phone.
That's his phone.
That's my phone. What you know about Protest the Hero? Hold my mouse.
Protest. That hero. While he's doing that,
I'll call you back, son.
my number 8.
We'll meet you there. Yes. Leave me alone! You already took the kids! What more do you want?
Oh, God.
We're good.
Alright. On that note, my number 8.
Taking my mouse back.
Take your mouse back. Enter Shikari. Flash for the color. Beautiful album. It's, in my opinion, it was a mix of their electronic and heavier, more like guitar rock, metal, punk stuff. My only issue was it was kind of hit and miss for me. They had, like, System Meltdown's phenomenal, Snake Pit's great, Arguing Thermometers, Gandhi, Stalemate. Then the rest just kind of fell off for me. Otherwise, still phenomenal album.
Alright. They're going to number 7?
They are going for me at number 8. Now
That was your number 8. I just hit number 8.
7.
Now my number... Keeping track of them lists.
Got it.
Gotta. Alright, number 7. These guys are also probably my find of the year for independent artists, and it shames me to find out that they actually broke up.
They did?
Follow the White Rabbit with their album Endorphenia.
That sucks. That sucks they broke up.
I think it's just because of the location. They're from what I remember, they're from Russia. And
Oh, yeah, I remember saying Russia.
I really have never heard something like this before. They blended songwriting from the likes of, say, the Mars Volta and Tool, along with like really heavier songs that are more along the lines of like Norma Jean, Code Orange Kids, The Chariot. It's really, really heavy, almost thrashy at times.
Very good stuff, regardless.
And meshing just beautiful ambiance and time signature changing with songwriting. Really good singing.
Oh, yeah.
Really good singing. Surprised the hell out of me. And just ridiculously thrashy heavy elements, just blending them together in a way I have never heard before. Take a listen if you ever get the chance.
Very good stuff. Alright, my number 7. Always been a punk fan. I've seen this band twice live. Phenomenal album. I actually even went up to local record store. Gallery of Sound. Great place. And got the 7-inch single for this. Is Yellow Card's Southern Air. Our Warped Tour got slightly cut short. Every band had to do a short set, but they managed to do Always Summer, and this album is one of the albums I can listen to front to back. Great album. Awakening is great. Surface of the Sun's good. Always Summer and Here I Am Alive are the ones that came on the vinyl. Also great. The one thing about this, all this stuff is like metal, stuff like that. This had the saddest song I've ever heard. I wouldn't say in my life, but the song is called 10. It is hands down the saddest song I've heard in a long time.
It's a tearjerker.
It really is. I'm sitting there, first time I heard it, I was sitting there shaving. I'm like, wow. That's so sad.
How could this happen to me?
Not that. Shaving my face, not my... Regardless, number 6.
Another note, if you ever get the chance, they had a bonus track along with that, which was a cover of Coldplay's Fix You.
I did hear that, but
it made Coldplay almost listenable. It was pretty good.
That's a feat.
Yellow Card has the talent to do that.
Oh,
they have the talent.
Oh, they do.
They have the technology.
And they will.
All right. Number 6. The British Bombshells, Architects with their album Daybreaker. Now, if you take some time to listen to this album, because it took me a couple two tree tries to just some playthroughs in order to fully wrap my head around this. It's not as though it's like really like crazy, but at the same time, like you have to take the album in as a whole in order to truly appreciate it. They make so many points over the course of this album, and just beautifully done, melodic hardcore with more emphasis on the hardcore.
Yeah. And
more, say, metalcore elements to it. The screamer is definitely just original. He is one of the most original screamers I've ever heard as well. and not in the same sense as, say, the guy from Being as an Ocean, but more so in just the way he sounds original. And his singing and his screaming, he's another big feat. You can understand him very well.
That's always good for me, too.
His words are very well pronounced.
Very good. My number 6, right? Yeah, 6, is Between the Buried and Me, Parallax 2. Instrumental, one of the best instrumental albums this year. Listen to this, listen to this front to back, a road trip. Phenomenal.
We were getting wings, so it kind of fit.
It fit phenomenally, and it was beautiful. I actually looked at this at Hot Topic. I have a record. It's 4 discs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's freaking a lot. And I would get it, just be able to hear it in vinyl, and it's beautiful. Number 5.
Number 5. We gonna get heavy again.
Oh, we got heavy.
Parkway Drive with Atlas.
Oh.
Breakdowns aplenty with this band. They're known for it. They really brought down the breakdown. They really brought the breakdown scene to its knees with some of the previous albums.
Oh my god.
Now with this one, I will say, less melodic than Deep Blue, but just beautiful. Well done. Well done, Parkway Drive. Well done.
Represent Australia very well. Alright, that was number 5. My number 5, Periphery 2, this time it's personal. Oh god, was it personal.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I put these two back to back, this and Between the Buried and Me, the best instrumental albums this year. The only thing, my issue with Between the Buried and Me was, it wasn't very single-oriented. I'm a single-oriented person, kind of. I like having the one song that will stick out as a single. That one didn't have as much as this one did. Scarlet, phenomenal. Was it Ragnarok Wasteland out? Yeah, Ragnarok, Spencer, right?
Yeah.
Hits a high note that's phenomenal. His all around guitar, bass, drums, vocals, everything's phenomenal in this album. There's no doubt about anything. Number 4.
Number 4. All right, we gonna take a bit of a turn from the breakdown stuff to the fast, the thrashy. We go Converge's newest album, All We Know We Leave Behind. Now I'm seeing on a lot of like blogs and stuff like that, people are throwing this up as like number 1, number 2, number 3. It's damn good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's top 3 material personally. Just because a couple of the songs tend to share similar, I don't know, they just tend to share similar like kindred wavelengths and stuff like that. It kind of just
like everything sounded same.
That being said, it wasn't too long. Clocked in at 44 minutes if you get the deluxe, which was pretty long for a Converge album. But man, so fast, so heavy. From the moment I heard Aimless Arrow, first song in the track on just the album, man, you just want to get up and run 2 miles and then just beat up a nun or something.
It's always a good time.
Beating up nuns?
No.
Okay.
I'm way too young.
Alright, your number 4, son?
My number 4, this album was close to not making it until I heard it. There's been so much hype for this album on like radio stations everywhere. The first 2 songs have been released online, videos like a couple million views. Stone Sour, House of Gold and Bones Part 1. I cannot wait for Part 2. The first 2 songs, Gone Sovereign and Absolute Zero, have been played. I've heard Absolute Zero on the radio thousands of times. Gone Sovereign and Absolute Zero, they made kind of like a dual music video for them, 2 of them. Great. Guitar work's phenomenal on Gone Sovereign and the rest of the album. The one thing I was kind of weirded about was track 6 is RU486. In my opinion, they kind of capitalized on 30-30-150 with that. Because they used it in the chorus, they used it in that, they did the same thing with RU486. But otherwise, the song's amazing, album's phenomenal. I just got this for Christmas, which was 2 weeks ago, if that, and it's already on my top list. It's in the top 5, so that's phenomenal.
That's saying something, man. I couldn't do that with Circle Takes the Square, so that, you know how serious this just got. It just got real.
It's got real. All right.
Number 3. It didn't just get real. It just got personal. I also have Periphery 2 this time is personal. What I found interesting about this, he said it was much more single oriented, but at the same time, just I had to take my time to look at this one. I listened to it 3 times straight through to make sure I fully absorbed everything with this. Spencer, what blew my mind was how Spencer Sotelo had almost no vocal effects on this album. Literally 0 zip auto tune, no bullshit like that. He went straight up with it and he killed it.
Oh god.
Misha killed it.
As always.
Their new bassist Nolly killed it.
Phenomenal.
The new guitarist Mark Holcomb, formerly of Haunted Shores, killed it.
As well.
Matt Halpern. I don't know how he doesn't go through like drums every like 5 weeks. He beats the crap out of them.
And
like,
for a 3-piece set,
tank.
he has a drum, a snare, and a tom. That's it.
Actually, I think he extended it for this album.
Oh, he brought in a 4.
He brought in a second floor tom.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
He gets down and dirty up in this. But yeah.
That's dirty.
The whole album is just great to listen to. Don't go into this album thinking, oh, it's just going to be just heavy, or it's going to be just melodic. It does a lot of almost everything. So get into it, you'll enjoy it.
Alright. My number 3, this album came out early in the year, but I've listened to this album so many times. I'm a huge fan of punk, huge fan of old-fashioned punk. Silverstein short songs. Most people are overlooking this as like they just went off, did like a little side album. Like it's like Black Ops. It's like Call of Duty is like the Modern Warfare is the main franchise. Black Ops is kind of like a little put something on the side there, get everyone to keep interest in it. People are shrugging it off as that. My opinion, I'm not huge Silverstein. This is my favorite. This is top 3 for me. This is my 3rd favorite album. They did I think the longest song was like not even 2 minutes. Less than that, a minute 33. Minute 33, yeah. All tribute to old-fashioned punk short songs. They did tribute. They actually did. One half was original, one half was covers. Originals were phenomenal. Covers were beautiful. They did NOFX, Dead Kennedys, Chicks Dig It, stuff like that. All great songs. Definitely broke the top 3 for me. Number 2.
Number 2, Silver Medal, Enishikari, Flash Flood of Color. Now, I actually completely disagree with what you were saying. I enjoy the latter half of the album. Hello Tyrannosaurus Meet Tyrannicide was probably the only downside to this album, just because not very well constructed song-wise. Good ideas, but overall it just wasn't there. But every other song on it, Snake Pit, System and Meltdown, Pack of Thieves, which I gotta say, it's freaking good.
Oh,
it's freaking good. And then also, one big note we both need to make. If you're going to listen to this album, you need bass. Because you cannot take this album into account unless you have that spectrum with the bass.
I have my car has 0 bass in it, and it's not the same listening to it on my speakers where I have a decent amount of bass. It's not the same.
If you have enough bass, it will literally blow you away.
Literally. It's very bassy. Alright. My number 2... As I said, I'm a huge nu metal fan. One of the best nu metal bands that is still going around today. Deftones.
Deftones!
I'm gonna try to pronounce it. It's Koya no Kan. It's Japanese. It's a Japanese word. It's some for like. It's basically a Japanese word for a description of love at first sight, kind of like. And this album, the first song I heard off it was, I believe it's either Leathers or Tempest. Tempest is going on the radio right now. Beautiful. Leathers is phenomenal. Swerve City, it starts it off just right in your face, heavy as anything. Their last album was phenomenal. This album's phenomenal. I've been getting huge into Deftones lately, and number 2 for me. This is like a more recent purchase for me too, and it's phenomenal.
They did a great job. Okay.
And
number 1, let's go. Between the Bird and Me's Parallax 2 Future Sequence. I'm going to disagree with you again on one more thing. You're much more single-oriented, like you said.
Yes.
This album cannot be taken as singles like that.
Yeah.
But 72 minutes of, like, if you ever took the time to listen to their album Colors, which was released like 5 or 6 years ago,
Around there.
It's pretty much the same way. It's one song. One song.
Different parts, but one.
Different sections, different movements, take it as you will.
Yeah.
But it is
phenomenal.
instrumentally beautiful, vocally sound. conceptually genius.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute
It brought back a
genius.
concept album. I mean, concept albums have been going down for a while. This
Downhill.
Yes.
And I got another phone call.
He does.
So let's wrap this up while I... Here, take the mouse.
Wrap
I
this
assume
up.
they're waiting for
I
us or
assume
something
they are
like
too,
that, so...
We're waiting for a buffet.
We're almost done. We'll be right down. We're almost done. We'll be right down. Al's place. We'll be there in like 10 minutes. Okay. It's me and Al right now. Strictly, he's at his place. What you know about placements. Okay. So yeah, I'd say probably go get him. To waste time. Nah, dude. You can say stuff to the camera, man.
I know, I could.
Why aren't you saying so?
I haven't too much.
Alright, say so. I'm gonna put your ass on speaker. Hold on.
His ass is on speaker.
You on video, son.
Your voice gonna be on YouTube.
Your voice gonna be on YouTube.
Oh, my voice gonna be on YouTube?
Yeah, your voice gonna be on YouTube's. Say hi to the world.
What's up, world?
Alright. Alright, I'll see you in 10 minutes, man.
Well, I gotta go get Paul now, so it's gonna be more like 20.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
And
cool.
I gotta go get Mikey now, too.
Definitely. Alright, man.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you.
No, I'll get Paul, you guys get Mikey. That'll make things easier.
You're right over there,
Yeah.
though. What you know about taxi cab services?
But at least that way you're not waiting around for friggin' 20 minutes.
Alright,
By the time
whatever.
we get there, it'll be 20 minutes anyways.
So,
But...
yeah, at least
Fair
that's
enough.
something to do.
Alright,
Alright,
whatever, man.
alright.
Whatever. We'll figure this out.
Alright, I'll get Paul, you get Mikey.
Alright,
Okay.
say bye to the world.
Bye, world.
Alright, see you, man. Alright, that was our friend G. We're trying to set up some deal with food later, so
Yes.
cut us some slack.
Yes.
Alright, you're number one, sir.
My number one was his honorable mention, but irregardless.
That ain't a word, you know.
Irregardless?
Irregardless, it's regardless.
Fuck it.
Grammar Nazis going in!
Don't go
Drop
on.
the bomb, drop the bomb.
Regardless. I don't care. Regardless, whatever. This is the first album I've gotten by this band. I've heard of them. I've never listened to them fully. After hearing this album, I want to listen to this band more. Every Time I Die, X Lives. I heard a lot of hype for this in Guitar World, which is shocking because a lot of like hardcore punk bands don't get a lot in Guitar World.
Not at all,
There's a
actually.
decent amount of hype for this. When I heard it, the first song, Underwater Bimbos from Outer Space. This album's fucking crazy. Great album, phenomenal. Heavy, southern hardcore, beautiful, beautiness, amazing. That's all I gotta say about that.
Alright, so I guess we're
thanks.
done.
That's
Thanks for watching.
We're posting more stuff.
Hey to y'all. Yeah, we're gonna be hopefully posting stuff every 1 or 2 weeks. I don't know. We're gonna try and figure this out. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.